Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, man. Don RC911 on the bench, Traxxas TRX-4 1979 Ford Bronco. Today we are installing Pro Scale light kit by Traxxas. Alright guys, let's have a look at this kit, man. Pro Scale light kit, advanced lighting control system by Traxxas. What does it do? It does low beams, high beams, reverse lights, brake lights, turn signals, and hazards. It also works with your TQI radio system and your cellular device, whatever you're using to hook up with your TQI radio system. A kind of cool kit, I think, man. I think this is just going to add that element, that extra element to your rock crawling. You know, that little bit of something cool, man. Just you know, being able to use your signals and your high beams and low beams and even add your light bars. Pretty cool system, man. On the back, it gives you everything you need here. I've got the Ford Bronco. I did need this installation kit 8032. Which is right here, 8032. This is the mount for the distribution block, and it also includes your reverse lights. Now, if you're doing this kit, you must be as far as having lights in your truck. So at this point, my truck does have marker lights, side marker lights. It does have headlights, front marker lights, and rear tail lights. So, that being said, all this kit does is add on what I told you. It just turns the whole system into that realistic feel. So as I was saying, I have the Ford Bronco. I did need that kit 8032, and as I said, if you're this far, you've probably already installed your lights. That's the compatible light kit system 8036. And just make sure when you purchase this kit that you are getting the right pieces to make this a complete working unit. Anyways, guys, let's check out what's in the box. It's pretty simple stuff. I've already opened it. In the box came your manuals, your installation manual, pretty simple stuff. We have a bag with some grease, some zip ties, a jumper cable, and some screws. You have your wire, your cables. That's all the cables you'll need to make this system work. This is your control block, or lighting module, I guess you want to call it. This is your distribution block that plugs into your module. There is a, don't forget it's black, it's very hard to see actually. There is a mount here. This mount is for the module, control module. It does sit on here like this and installs into the chassis of your vehicle. Well, that's it for the kit, guys. It's pretty simple. So let's get busy and throw it in. All right, guys, I'm gonna start with the body. I'm gonna get all that stuff done with the body. We'll get the distribution block put in. We'll need the mount out of your 8032 kit, along with your reverse lights. A couple screws came with the kit, and let's get to that. So I am going to have to cut a couple wires here so I can get everything set up. A couple zip ties. Let's undo our distribution block that we have. If you guys have the light kit installed already, you do have this distribution block already in place, so we'll pull that apart. Let's get rid of the mount. Won't need that anymore. Let's unplug our block, guys. We'll leave that jumper in there because it goes with that distribution block. May use this on another vehicle. We'll see what happens. We'll save that for another day. All right, we're left with the wires in place. Let's throw our mount in for our new block. There we go. New block just sits in here. We are going to plug the wires in before we set the block down because there is a spot there where we can't get the wires in. So typically our white is going to G and H. That should be for your front headlights and signal lights, or headlights and marker lights, I guess, at the front. Let's plug those both in. Perfect. In the back, we're going to have red, which is your tail lights. Plug that into C. And this blue one, which is your side marker lights, we'll plug that into D. And that's those plugged in. Now, we do have this cable here, came in our 8032 kit. These are our reverse lights. We do want to install them. Pretty simple. They just plug into the reverse light hole here at the tail light. Just slip in like that. This side, the same thing, just pops in. We'll zip tie this all together. I'm not going to tighten them up completely right now, but I will put them in place just so we can move the wires around. There's another wire eyelet here at the back. I like to keep my wires up a little bit higher. There's a few eyelets here at the back. You don't need to use every one of them. I do use the ones that are up high just to keep keep all the wiring away from the wheels. All right. Now, we do have our plug here. The plug is marked A. It does go into A on the block. Now, if you do have a bar light or rock lights, this truck does have rock lights, you can plug those bar lights and rock lights to control them as high beam and low beam if you like by plugging them into M. That controls the high beam and low beam of the bar light, but I am going to plug my rock lights and my bar light in with this multi-plug together into M. So I'm going to slide that in right now, and that's what my bar light and rock lights will plug into here. Okay, let's screw that down. All right, guys, we're halfway there. So this wire here is to my bar light. Like I said, that is going to go into my multi-plug here. And my rock crawling lights are on the truck, so that will have to wait. I'm going to just going to fold this over this way. I'm going to get these zip ties zip tight at the back here right now. gonna put a, maybe I'm not. Let's tighten up the zip tie here. And we will fold that over that way. I just like all my wiring, you know, fairly tight and in place, so it's not all jumping around when you're crawling. All right, for now that's fine. I'm gonna leave this loose because I need some room with this cable to plug my rock lights into. So we'll leave that like that for now. That's good, and we're done there, guys. That's the body done, guys. Let's move to the truck. Oh, it isn't done, guys. One more thing. If you want the integrated tail lights, brake lights, and signal lights, you need the jumper. The jumper goes into F. And as I said, don't cinch down your block yet because you're not done putting them all in. So I do have to undo this to get that jumper into F. There we go. That jumper plugs into F, like so. We'll put that back together. And now you're done. Okay, that's the body. Let's get the truck. We have to take apart a lot of stuff. Now, let's pull that battery out, throw that on the ground. Like I said, if you have gotten this far and you do have the lighting system in here, you do have some pieces you need to remove. Let's get started. Let's remove your receiver tray cover, your receiver tray cover. Okay, let's put that in there. Okay, here's what we need to do. Let's flip the truck around. Let's get everything off that we need to get off the truck. This is your power block. Unplug my rock lights. Let's unplug your power block from your ESC. Remove the screws. We do have to take the 2 screws out of the battery tray, guys. You're gonna have to lift that battery tray out. Lift that up. Pull that red wire out. That's gonna sit there for now. What else do we need out of here while we have that up? I don't know. Possibly nothing. Okay, let's go back to the other side here. Let's pull that wire out. It is in channel 1. That was for your power block, your old one. Yank that out of there. We'll pull these wires out of the pocket. Give ourselves some room. This is the pain in the ass right here, but it has to be done. There's 2 channel 1s here. You're taking the second channel, which is the second channel 1. We're removing this as the steering, and we are going to put it into the first channel 1. Let's leave it there. Channel 2. This is your ESC or your speed control. Let's pull that out. We'll leave that sitting here like this. Let's get all our wires here, guys. We will need every one of these wires. Let's go over to the other side. Get our module and our mount. You see the 2 pins here, guys, where you took off your other power module or your power block? This is where this is going to sit. All right, guys, our distribution block, we're not putting it on just yet. We do have to add some wires. Your motor sensor wire, it's the one with the 2 bullets. That goes in the motor sensor port. We need to remove the rubber from the max link in. Max link in. That is going to be this blue double black or triple black and blue cable. This goes to your TQI link, that center port on your TQI, and that is going to go over here to the in on the max link. That plugs in there, and we will have to run these wires under the battery tray. RX, that would be this cable here. That is going to go to port 3, or sorry, port 2 on your receiver, which we unplug the one cable. This will plug into your motor cable, or your ESC cable will plug into the back of this. And this cable here goes into the next channel beside it, which is channel 1. That second channel 1, that's where that blue wire goes. So we are here, like I said, goes into RX. RX in, that's all the cables we need for here. They're done. I like to run, I'm going to run my power cable. I'm actually going to loosen this off. Let's loosen this off, guys. I'm going to run my power cable. We're going to plug that into your ESC power port. Let's pull it right out. Okay, let's plug that in there. Okay, keep that nice and neat that way. We'll tighten it down. That is nicer. Now we can screw that block down. Okay. Now, like I said, if you have other lights and everything on here, you can plug them into the auxiliary ports here. I'm choosing not to do that, so I am going to do it the way I told you earlier. So let's run these 2 wires. Have to go over to the other side. Now, like I said, we need to run those under our battery tray. Don't pinch them. Make sure they're moving. Easy peasy. Let's flip the truck around here, guys. We'll do those motor wires in a minute. This is the, oh, you know what? I should do this the other way so you guys don't have the problem. Let me show you the right way to be doing this one wire. So the wire for your ESC, the multi-wire, let's put this in backwards. So we're going to run this wire because I'll show you why in a minute. Let's run this wire up through. Yes, I told you this is the pain in the ass right here. It can drive you nuts. It'll drive me nuts anyways. There we go. Now we do that because it's so hard getting these wires through the other way. So let's run that back under our battery tray. The other one doesn't matter. Put our battery tray down. Make sure those wires are loose, guys, and they move, so you know you're not pinching anything. That wire. This wire's got to go through, in and under, I guess you want to call it. And we have to get in there. Here we go again. There we go. Now this wire here plugs into your center port right on the top of your TQI receiver. Like so. All right, we're getting there. So like I said, guys, this single blue wire plugs into the second channel 1. This one plugs into channel 2. That is your motor or throttle, whichever you guys want to call it. And these plug in together. That is your motor wire. So we do want to squeeze all this wiring into this little hole. All right. I just put it, let's put it on an angle like so. Squeeze those wires in over there. Let's put your lid back on. There it is. And you did get some grease, guys, in your kit. This is where you want to use it. It's going to help keep any water out. And we will put our wire cover back on. Nice and tight. Okay, this side is finished. Let's go back to the motor side. We do want to unplug our motor wires, both of them, red and black. These bullets go in here, color coordinated of course, red to red, black to black. Your other wires plug into the back of those, same thing, red and black. There we go. Red and black. Don't forget to plug back in your wire here. We removed this so we could put it in from the other side. That is going into your RX port. There we go. And I will zip these wires after. Let's just see if we've got everything ready. Everything seems to be done, plugged in. My lights go to my body. Let's get a battery put in here. And our transmitter. Let's turn on our transmitter, guys. Turn on your truck. All right. All we need to do now, I'm going to turn it all this way. It's a little bit easier for me to show you. This is your distribution block breakaway cable. It goes right into the center of your module. Pretty simple. Plugs right in. Voila. We have tail lights. We have headlights, bar light, and it's all done, guys. Now, like I said, I am plugging in my rock lights and my bar light into this double cable here, and that's going to be controlled by high beam, low beam. There we go. All lights are on. Nice. And that's it, guys. That's done. It's that easy. Let's throw this body on and we will test everything out. All right, guys, here's how it works. We're on the TQI setup. We're on the iPhone. Got the lights on the truck there. Hit the lights here, and we come up with a bunch of toggle switches. And you can do a bunch of things with these switches. You can turn the headlights on, off, the high beams on, off. We'll go outside and check it out. And it's dark out right now. It is a snowstorm here, so well, it should be all right. Kind of cool. Tail lights, brake lights, reverse lights. We'll spin it around here. So, as I said here on your controller, headlights on and off with this switch here. Headlights on, high beams. High and low on the light bar, as you can see there. And that is also controlling my rock crawler light. So that's kind of cool. Light bar off. Headlights off. We just have signal lights. And you can see here the signal's working. Really neat, man. Cool setup. I like it. We can do a couple other things here too. Let's click on everything off. I think we can just run headlights. Yep. With no marker lights. High beam, low beam. We can turn that off. I think. Yeah, there we go. I think we can just run marker lights. Yep. Turn off that light bar. Running the marker lights only, of course. And it's a cool setup, man. I really like it. It's really neat, man. Turn off the high beams. Signals at the back. Yeah, I dig it. High beams. High beams on the light bar. Signal's going there. I don't know if you can see it, but it is going. Yeah, man. Cool. I like it. Good setup, man. Anyways, guys, hey, thanks for joining me, Don RC911. Ring the bell, subscribe, thumbs up if you like the video, and we will catch you on the next video. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it. That's pretty cool.
Come back home.